Hi everyone and welcome to the Top Football Predictions Game Week 29. Wow, Game Week 29, it's come and gone.
It's going fast, isn't it?
Absolutely, but I'm here,
Welcome.
as always, Al Johnny. Attle, Game Week 29, where is it going, mate? He's gone, sorry mate, I'm a bit too far away. But
I think it's going to pop, really, for me, but personally. No, it's we're over sort of like now to the nitty gritty. Cups proceeding well, qualifications of the Cup's done. Yeah, predictions live still goes on, and everyone's still getting those predictions in. So quite a few people scored the 100+ barrier.
Yeah, they did.
Notably, Daniel surpassed that. Obviously, he got 220.
Daniel, Game Week winner. He's up at the top, and you know that's why he's doing really well. Can he make a dash for the cash now? What's it, Game Week 29? There's 38 game weeks. It's getting really interesting now.
Yeah, and people will start thinking about the old Joker cards as well. So, you know,
Definitely.
Things will get more and more interesting.
Absolutely. Frank, 175 points by Frank. He got the. He was one of those players to get the hot shot game, 150 points right. So they're crucial, aren't they, mate?
No, unbelievably crucial. You know, otherwise he would have had just a mediocre week. Take that 150 away.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Ryan's right up there. He's chasing Daniel. He got 150 points for that hot shot, and someone else that got it is Craig. Craig was not languishing, but he was in 18th position only about 5-6 weeks ago. Boom! His stock is rising so fast, and he's right. I think he's in the £5 mark now. He's for the cash. He's doing really well. He's in the top 6 easily now.
Yeah. Listen, we've talked about this, you know, week in, week out, video in, video out. Momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. Momentum. It's what it's all about. I need some momentum, and I just scored my best ever season, 190 points. So if I can only just capitalise on that, maybe I can get off the bottom spot, mate. But
yeah, exactly, mate. I mean, it's commendable, and just keep fighting.
Yeah, absolutely. Lee, 135 points. Lee's done well this season. He's been quite consistent himself, hasn't he? But Lee Marley didn't score well, but he is still up there in about 3rd spot, and he's really going for the cash as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. It's a little bit of a jostle there. You know, no doubt the table will change as we go along anyway.
Absolutely, mate. Just looking at that table, we've got I don't know how vigilant you guys are looking at this, but I didn't do the formula for the points that everyone is behind the leader on, but I've readjusted those. But you can see the current league table plus the end of season table, and what we've got here. We've got Daniel. He's about 55 points ahead of Ryan in 2nd place. We've got Martin. See, previous winner, hasn't done brilliant this season, but in the last couple of weeks he's done well when others have faltered, and he's pushed himself back up into 3rd place, hasn't he, mate?
That's the key to it. To be really honest, you've got to be in the mix.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, points will come, points will go. You know, but as long as you're in the mix, you're always in the hunt at the end of the day. And Martin's doing well. So.
No, he's not knocking him, and he's pushed Lee Marley off a 3rd spot because Lee's now down to 4th. Craig's up to 5th, as I said, and LS is just behind with Pendra, Mike and Lee, and there's a real kind of flutter of about 5 players there, just kind of, as you said, jostling for those other positions to try and get into the cash. But it's all going well, isn't it, mate? It's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, it is, and you know, people's thoughts will also turn between who's qualified for the cup and things like that. So extra points will also come into the mix. You know, a lot of people, me and you were talking about this, a lot of people have been blown away by the bonus points as well.
Yeah.
The amount of penalties we predicted were, some people think there was a lot less. Red cards, we thought there's a lot more. You know, missed penalties, things like that. All of a sudden you're starting to see with the cups as well, you know, Carabao Cup or whatever they call it nowadays. You know, winners have been awarded points, so a lot of people's points predictions have fallen to the wayside who haven't got it. So you're starting to see these things happening.
Man, it was a big ramble, that one. There's a lot to dissect out of that, and first of all, you're absolutely right. You know, the bonus points are crucial. We say it all the time, and they're going to come into fruition. We're going to see that towards the end of the season. Players that are maybe up there might just start getting pegged back and drifting away because other people are going to get those bonus points, aren't they? We get bonus points in the cup now, and what I was going to allude on to was basically someone's excited in the neighbouring office. I don't know if they've heard about the Predictions Cup, but basically people have qualified. It's now the last 16. And it's Champions League format. So this week, coming up, game week 30, which we're just about to talk about, last 16, Graham helped me with the draw. Thank you, Graham, because he and I unfortunately didn't make the last 16, so I needed me and someone else who wasn't in it, impartial, to do it. And I wanted to talk about this draw, mate. We're looking at it down here on the screen. There's some tasty ties, isn't there? Like Lee Marley versus Daniel Ledley. I mean, they were the first two out, but that is going to be pretty awesome. Ryan Martin, they're in the top echelon, and that's going to be pretty good as well. But here's one for you: Mike versus David Peach. I mean, both players can put a score in, but then they go absent a little bit over a couple of weeks. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Gavin versus Josh. Gavin's doing really well, this season. I mean, there's loads of different things. You're up against Akram. I mean, who knows what can happen? Last 16. It's a one-off game, and then it goes again Champions League format. It goes quarter-final, semi-final, and they're two-leg affairs, but in the knockout stage, and then we have the final. But I mean, I got quite excited making the draw with Graham, but there's some tasty old ties there, isn't there, mate?
Oh, it's difficult. It's difficult. Now it's the nitty-gritty, and unlike the home and away legs in the previous rounds and then in the following round, this one's a knockout, so it's just one shot and that's it. Yeah,
absolutely. But it's just looking at them again, it's going to be tasty. But the introduction this season, like Atta was saying, depicting all that he was saying there, is if you win your, and you know this by now, guys, right? But if you win your cup game by 100 or more points, you're going to get 50 bonus points. So I've come close a couple of times. I think you've done it once, but those bonus points add up. They really do, don't they? Sure. So much to play for, mate. What I'll do, just in everything that you was talking there, if I do get time during today or the next couple of days, I'll try and take some screenshots of of how the bonus points are standing at the moment in those categories. Because like Atta was saying, you've got not first goal scorer, you've got top goal scorer, and a lot of people have taken like Aguero, Kane, and Salah. We're in sync today. And like you were saying, the Carabao League Cup, that's done, and we know who got 100 points for that. But you and I have the sheet, and we're studying it all the time. But it'll be interesting. I don't know how much the guys are really studying it, but if you just take some screenshots and have a look at those, you can see, you can look back and reflect and say, I chose Man City to win the league, or I chose Salah to be top goal scorer, and it will change all over.
50 red cards, and we're on about 48. You've
got to start looking at that. No more red cards, but you've got to start looking at that. But no, interesting. Just to clarify something as well, and seasoned veterans that are out there. You're a veteran, I'm a veteran, but basically of the game. This first goal scorer, just to clear it up, there's no ambiguity. It'll probably change next season because I have a feeling we're going to get some more clarification on it. But this season, as it stands, when there is a goal scorer game, if the first goal is deemed officially an own goal, then the first goal scorer gets carried over. Now, probably contrary to that, I probably believe, and I know you're a big believer of this as well, the first goal scorer, no matter who it is or how it's scored, whether it came off the ref or it's a pigeon, it's the first goal, and that should be it. But this season, if it's an own goal, it does carry over. And Pendro and Gary, I think, were muting sounds on the WhatsApp group, and they said about it will get carried over, and it did. And I referred back to the rules; it's all okay. But just keep an eye on those games, because again, I've got it right a couple of times. Those first goals scored, 50 points. They're magic to get those ones. They're all little bonuses, aren't they? But anyway, we've got that knockout last 16 in game week 30 coming up. We've got some tasty ties, and it all kicks off with Palace versus Brighton. It's a hot shot game, mate.
Yeah. I mean, it's a difficult one to call.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
I mean, Palace are
Palace are turning up to the game.
Yeah, it's the same with Brighton as well. What Brighton can we expect?
Absolutely.
They're no mean pushovers.
Cardiff, they seem to lose every week. They're at home. They need points. They're up against West Ham. West Ham are just trying to find their feet at the moment. I think they won 2-0 the other day, but that could be a good game as well, couldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's unpredictable. West Ham again, like we talked about. Palace.
The unpredictable.
Predicting the unpredictable is the most difficult thing in predictions. So
absolutely.
A lot of predictions there.
What else we got coming up in game week 30, mate?
Huddersfield, Bournemouth.
It's the first goal scorer game.
It's the first goal scorer again, indeed. So get your thinking caps on. Will Huddersfield put a goal away, or will Bournemouth play, or what happens? We don't know. Will it be a 0-0?
Scott Parker takes control of Fulham for the second time, and he takes them to Leicester. Leicester probably, if they're going to win, they generally win at home.
Yeah, it's a battle of two new managers, isn't it?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Of course it is. Yeah. You got. See, I was talking to Atul in the offices here. Southampton Spurs, right? Southampton almost pulled it off against Man United at the weekend, and generally they do well at Old Trafford, don't they? But they are in dire straits. They need some points. Spurs just not winning every game now. Little wobble, but Kane is back. I like to get a prediction out there on video. I know I'm doing bad this season, but listen, I don't think Spurs are going to win this game. I could almost see the unpredictable. I can see Southampton maybe winning it 2-1. I think they've got some pedigree at home. They need the points. It's that kind of season, AJ, or that time of the season. Yeah. I think Southampton maybe come up with the goods on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it is difficult because I don't know. It's like with Liverpool, the psychological side. Spurs are having that wobble. Yeah. Psychological, is it all getting to them? Have they got the players? Fitness comes into it as well. Southampton are scrapping for their lives, but they're perennial scrappers, so they know how to pull the results. And you're right. Southampton could be a difficult proposition for Spurs. Yeah,
Man City and Liverpool. I mean, Watford and Burnley respectively. Surely that's 3 points each, and they just carry on with that dogfight of 1 or 2 points between them.
You never know. It's the nerves, isn't it? One breathing down the neck of the other.
Absolutely.
And again, with Liverpool,
excuse me.
See what's happening. The front three aren't firing completely. You saw it in the game the other day. There was a little bit of a discord.
Yeah.
The front three, the fluidity's gone. So it's pressure. Pressure counts for top and bottom, and pressure for us as well as predictions pundits as well. Let's be honest.
Pressure in the air, the windy air. What Klopp was saying, put them off.
And just briefly going on about pressure, we're starting to see people making predictions of like 5-goal games and all that.
Absolutely.
Because
trying to get points. I've been doing it all season, ain't got me anyway. Last game, it culminates, game week 30, Arsenal, Man United. Boom! It's a Super 6 game, it's a big old game, mate, and, well, we know Arsenal don't keep a clean sheet, so you're not going to put the 0 on that side, but Man United, Ollie Gunnar, so I don't know, it's a big one. I've got that kind of feeling we could upset them 1-0. I reckon 1-0 to Arsenal, you never know.
Well, it wouldn't be a clean sheet, would it?
No, I know, but but what we're saying is you've got to expect the unexpected in the predictions. But yeah, generally they don't keep a clean sheet. It probably could be 4-4, who knows? But there's a tasty game week going on. Like I say, we've got the last 16. I wish I was still in it, but I'm going to be looking out for that. I'll try and take some screenshots for bonus points. Start looking between now and the end of the season. And what you've got to start looking at, guys, is the Joker cards. I mean, imagine if I'd have played one last week. That would have been double, 380 points. It probably would have kept me bottom. But no, they all make the difference. So, we're at the end of the video. Get your predictions in early, especially you boys who are actually in the last 16. Don't just do your Saturday, then your Sunday ones and miss out. Just get them all in. Good luck for whoever's in the cup. I know you're in the cup, big fella. But yeah, and there's also, as you said, there's more bonus points because from the quarter-final losers onwards, there's points to be had for going out at that stage. So if you can get through this last 16 game, you're guaranteed 20 bonus points. Don't know if you know about that, but I'll document that as well. But final thought of the video as we always go to you, mate. What have we got to be doing for game week 30? And it's almost like the final stretch down to game week 38, isn't it?
Listen, mate, just get your predictions in.
Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah.
That's all it is. And, you've got to be in it to win it at the end of the day.
Absolutely, mate. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.